Hello and welcome. We're here today with our level 8 Necromancer, Kaediyan. And today, if you come down the path, the starting path and fill the bone, and go to the right all the way to the end of the pit, that's where we are today. There's some Iksar marauders over here. They're red, but I can't fight them because they're too hard. But we're killing scorpions, killing scale bones, and some of the lower level Iksar guys out here, and we're doing pretty reasonably well. Now that we have Dark Pact, our mana's keeping up pretty well, and things are going pretty good. I recorded the next two videos a few days ago when my throat was sore, so this is all post commentary. I'm feeling much better now. I'll tell you what, post commentary is a lot harder than talking while I'm actually playing. But yeah, so this spot, I found this just after my last video, and I'm already 30% into level 8, and it didn't take very long. And the spiders here, they drop a lot of silk, and it sells really well to the vendors. I know I should try selling them to players, but I've tried that. Nobody's really buying them because they drop so well and so easily here that nobody's buying them. And I really need the money right now, so I just sell them off to vendors. The spiders are, I think they're blue con right now, and everything else out here is between blue and red. And really all I do is I sit my pet down, run down, cast a spell, bring it back up here, dot it a whole bunch of times, and let my pet whack away at it. What I'm doing is waiting for these little Iksar guys to kind of spread out a little more, because if I don't, they're very, very social, and I'll get all three of those. And if I'm right, two of them are red and one of them's blue. They roam around through here from left to right of the screen, and I really got to watch out for them because I've pulled two or three at once, and then that's when I learned that they were very, very social. So, some personal news about my wife and I while we're waiting to get into the action here. We adopted a Bengal cat from a friend. She was going to give the cat away, and we were actually going to buy two of her siblings, but that fell through with scheduling. And our neighbor had bought the other sibling, the one we actually adopted. So we now own a Bengal cat. She's on the truck with us, and she pretty much goes everywhere with us. And I'll put a picture right here for you guys. Her name's Hazel, and she's about 3 months old. Don't let her cuteness fool you, she's vicious. The battle wounds to prove it. So, a few days ago in the community tab, I put a message out asking if you guys would like to hear some truck stories with the gameplay. And Tolanos903, I apologize if I mispronounce your screen name or your YouTube name there, said that he would like to hear some truck stories, and he was the only one who responded. So, Tolanos903, this is for you. Last night, we were driving up US Highway 191, then we got on US Highway 6, which connected to US Highway 89, which then connected to Interstate 15 in Colorado-Utah border area. We're pulling a 53-foot trailer with probably about 12,000 pounds in it. I'm driving, it's nighttime already, and the snow just starts coming down. It's probably got I don't know, 3/4 to an inch of snow on the road already. And going through there's a bunch of hills and curves and all that fun stuff. And then we come up to this area that has a 3 to 5% steep downgrade. Now, if you don't know what that is, for every 100 feet you go, the elevation drops between 3 and 5 feet. That's normally on those steep downgrades is when you'll hear the jake brake come on for the trucks. Unfortunately, in the snow, you can't use your jake brake because it'll make your drive tires, which are the tires between the front of the truck and the trailer tires, those two sets right there, those are your drive tires. What'll happen is it'll make those tires actually spin, not free spin, but it'll kick the truck out of gear, and then it'll make those tires, when the transmission catches, it'll actually make them spin out on the snow or in a puddle of water. And then that's whenever your truck will actually slide out from underneath the trailer, and that's when trucks jackknife. So when it's snowing, you don't want to use your jake brake. So what you have to do when it's snowing like that, or a lot of snow on the ground, is you've actually got to anticipate the steep downgrades and use your brakes to slow the truck way down. So we were already doing 50 to 60 miles an hour when the snow started coming down, and I started backing off. But going down that hill, I had to slow down to about 35 miles an hour and keep my foot on, not keep my foot on the brake, but keep what we call stab braking. Basically, it's where you push down on the brake, but you have to do it gently, or again, you'll end up sliding your tractor out from underneath your trailer and jackknifing. And I'm going to have to apologize, my voice is still breaking up. I'm eating Halls like crazy still. And it snowed like that from about Price, Utah, all the way to the Idaho border. A little later on that evening, I was on I think it was US 89, and we had a passing lane on our side of the road. There was a box van in the fast lane and a 18-wheeler in the slow lane, and I was behind the 18-wheeler. I was way behind it, and the other 18-wheeler was in front of the box van in the slow lane. Well, the 18-wheeler got over in front of the box van, and the 18-wheeler was going so slow, I was actually able to catch up with him. And right as I got about 50 feet behind his trailer, getting ready to get beside him and pass him, he decides to throw his right blinker on. So I kind of back off a little bit, and he doesn't get over. So I speed back up, and he keeps his blinker on. And he never really wanted to come over anyway. What he was doing was trying to stop me from passing him. He was trying to stop anybody from passing him. That's why he cut off the box fan and turned his blinker on me. But I passed him anyway. Later in the night, I was heading up I-15 north in Ogden, Utah. As I was traveling down on the southbound side, all of a sudden I see sparks and parts flying up over the median. And as I look back, I guess a car had spun out and hit the median wall. Luckily, they have K-rails or Jersey rails, whatever you want to call them, those big old concrete blocks in the median. And the car didn't come over into oncoming traffic. But I ended up having to call 911, let them know that there had been an accident there. But there were so many accidents out there, it was crazy. I think I saw about 10, 15 spinouts. There was a 18-wheeler that jackknifed into the median K-rails. It was a mess out there. We were doing probably 35, 45 miles an hour driving up I-15 last night. As we got into Oregon, we were running into freezing fog. basically it was foggy, but it was about 26, 27 degrees, and as it was hitting the windshield, it would freeze to the windshield and create a thin layer of ice across it. Now, my wife and I switched drivers at the Love's travel stop in Ontario, Oregon. When we got stopped and I was fueling up for her, outside on the ground, the droplets of water that had fallen and turned to ice, it was basically like a skating rink out there, ice skating rink out there. So yeah, it was pretty bad last night. She's driving right now, and I warned her about the freezing fog and told her that if she even slipped a little bit, to just get off the road, because it wasn't going to get any better, because we've got some big mountains we're about to climb today. But it's 6:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and she's been driving for probably 2 hours, and she hasn't pulled off yet, so I guess it's going pretty good for her. I haven't felt the truck slip, and she hasn't crashed, so it's always going good when that doesn't happen. So we'll let the rest of this play out, give my vocal cords a little bit of a rest. It's taken me probably an hour and a half to record just what I've recorded so far. I've got a scratch on my vocal cords right now that every now and then it's just, my voice will break, or it's really hard to talk. So we'll let the rest of this play out, and I'll continue the rest of this later. Oh, I don't know what happened on this pool, but my pet was able to tank these yellows just fine the whole day, the whole time I was out here. And then all of a sudden this happens. Also, while you guys are watching this, I don't know how well you can see it. It's nighttime. I'm going to find some way of getting some light on my character somehow, some way for you guys, so you can hopefully see something. Because I've put out a few videos, and most of the time I'm fighting at night. Well, obviously half the time I'm fighting at night. And nope, cat's starting to attack the microphone. Anyway, yeah, half the time I'm fighting at night, but most of the time that's when you guys get video, because that's usually, I don't know why it works out that way, but that's when I get some good stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to try and find some way to get some light so you guys can see. I'm getting tired of seeing dark videos. Now, what I've done on mine, because I check them after I upload them, I have to turn the brightness all the way up on my phone just to see anything on there other than, the spells that I cast and whatnot. But back to this, I have no idea what happened there. I guess normally they're not hitting my pet as much, or they're not as high of level, and this one must have been just a much higher level yellow than the previous ones. But yeah, I ended up having to run all the way back to town, have a guard kill it. Luckily, I got that that fear off, and I don't know why I stopped to try another one. But that was redunculous. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I won't be doing that again, hopefully. Another player right here to my left-hand side as I come over this hill, and I tried to get the mob away from him because, like a noob, I don't have a train button set up yet. Eventually make it to the guard, and they take care of all the mobs that I grabbed along my way. But as morning came along, my pet and I were back up here on our little perch, fighting monsters, and I think I'll just fast forward here and put some music on, because my voice has about had it for the day. level 9, I think we're gonna go check out Kern's Tower. And it says you're supposed to go there at like level 10, but as a level 9 Necromancer, I should be able to go there. But we'll see. And let's adjust that gamma there. It's awfully dark. It just looks nasty, but hopefully you guys can see it. But yeah, I guess we have to run around the pit over here to this tower right here. I think once we get there, we'll go ahead and call that an episode, and then hopefully pick up from there tomorrow. I'll do a little exploring before I log. But from what I understand, there's really good, or there's a really dense population of skeletons in there, so that'll help me stock up on some bone chips and get some XP while doing it. I can't complain about that. I think I just condensed my bone chip collection in my bank, and I've got, I think, 6 full stacks. And then, of course, I'm carrying a stack. Oh man, I forgot to get this bag. I finally put a bag in my bank, and I forgot to purchase one, but that's alright. Hopefully stuff at the entrance is yellow to white. Hopefully. So I can handle yellow. Hope that's not... You guys are all red out here. Alright, let's figure out how to get in here without dying. These guys are all red. Alright, so maybe climb up this. Those guys turned yellow. Very nice. Alright, so if this doesn't work out, at least I know I can go to the pit. Wow. Don't fall. What a view. Alright, well, let's go in here. Let's see if we can get a zoomed out shot of this. Bodies are never good. Alright, these guys are red. Troll in there, wow. Alright, looks like somebody's pulling something there. Oh, blue? Oh yeah, we could definitely do this. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let's see if we can adjust that. Alright, well, now that I've conned something in here and it's blue, I think we will call this an episode. I'm going to explore just a little bit, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll have a video on Kern's Tower. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.